Now, the September 21st attack by Al-Shabab gunmen in Kenya's Westgate shopping mall in Nairobi claimed the lives of at least 67 people, many of them foreigners. Despite calls for greater Western involvement in the fight against the Al-Qaeda affiliate, analysts say regional forces will continue to take the lead. Henry Ridgewell has more.
The victims of the Westgate Mall attack included citizens of countries as far apart as Australia and Britain, Canada and South Korea. But the targeting of Westerners is unlikely to translate into greater Western intervention against Al-Shabab, says Sajjan Gohel, Security Director of the London-based Asia Pacific Foundation.
What we will probably see is more impetus by the international community, especially the United States, in trying to encourage Somalia's neighbors in becoming more active, more involved in trying to dismantle the infrastructure of Al-Shabab.
Shiraz Meher of King's College London's Centre for the Study of Radicalisation says Western powers are far more cautious after tough interventions in Afghanistan and Iraq.
I think the West now favours having localised countries who are responding to regional crises, taking the lead, and they will support from behind the scenes. The level of support might increase, but I don't think you'd see anything like American direct intervention, for example.
Sajjan Gohel says eliminating the threat from Al-Shabab will be highly complex.
This is a group that is splintered. Its factions are displaced in a number of countries, not just in Somalia. They are recruiting from the refugee populations that exist throughout the Horn of Africa and East Africa. It's a challenge, it's a big challenge, and unfortunately they also are able to recruit from the West.
For now, the 17,000-strong African Union contingent in Somalia, known as AMISOM, will continue to take the lead in battling Al-Shabab alongside government forces. The United Nations envoy for Somalia, Nicholas Kay, has called for the international community to put more resources into fighting the Al-Qaeda affiliate.
Particularly extra resources for the military effort, where the AMISOM are under-resourced. They have, for example, not a single military helicopter for a campaign in a country that is the size of Afghanistan.
Helmut Römer-Heitmann, a South Africa-based analyst for Jane's Defence Weekly, says there is a pressing need for a better funded African Union force able to respond to threats across the continent.
Outside powers coming into Africa to do it, well, the Europeans aren't that willing, and most of them no longer have the clout because they've scaled down so much. Do we really want China or India or somebody else doing that? Because they're not going to do it in our interests, they're going to do it in their interests. The UN takes too long, we've seen that. So there's the need for a continental force, and in fact regional forces within the continent.
Analysts say the Westgate Mall attack shows that Al-Shabab is alive and well, and its reach is extending well beyond Somalia. Henry Ridgewell for VOA News, London.